Minute Joking, open hours. Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Address 104 South 4th Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York. 10550. It makes sense to save you dollars. Contact 914-699-7267. Email us at DutchessWineAndSpirit@gmail.com. Must be 21 and over to drink.
40 minimum delivery.
Drink responsibly.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Near Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Monday, 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 Monday. I'd like to do that again. Monday, 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 Monday. The road to Jamaica 60 continues. Jamaica celebrates Emancipation Day today. In Jamaica, on August 1, 1838, thousands of ex-slaves who had gathered at town centers and churches in the British Caribbean territory broke into joyous celebrations. I have my flag. Yeah. Broke into joyous celebrations after hearing the final words of the Emancipation Declaration, affirming their full freedom from slavery. The momentous date represented the abolition of the dehumanizing system, which had enslaved people of African descent in the British colony for over 150 years. Welcome. I am Lady D. Denise Gomez, your producer and presenter of the show Inside the Zone with Lady D, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I'm just positioning my flag. I'm back with my flag today. Inside the Zone is broadcast on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM. Linkage Radio on TuneIn. LinkageRadio.com. Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, www.caribbeanvibesradio.com. And Inside the Zone on the YouTube channel. Inside the Zone is a culture-centric radio program that connects the Jamaican diaspora and international audiences globally. The show's content captures its people's social, cultural, and collective views on issues that affect their communities. Family, health, finance, education, immigration, housing, food security, and so much more. Monday 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. On Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station, 24/7, 365 days for the year. Today's feature, as always, is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. The show is brought to you today by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. The Monday Beat is coming up next. And I do have some really good selections for you in the Monday Beat. Followed by What's Inside the 60 Zone. Champions of Emancipation. At 6 o'clock, keeping you in the know. And in Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. It's all about emancipation. The road to Jamaica 60. This coming Saturday will be Independence Day. And this morning I watched the float parade heading from Hope Road, turning onto Halfway Tree Road, and then they headed over down onto Oxford Road, and they would be going over to the stadium by the field, one of the stadium fields there. Yep. And the floats were really creative. And I'm telling you, they had Marcus Garvey, Sir Alexander Bustamante, they had Norman Washington, they had Nanny. I had to just look good to say, oh, they're really not alive, are they? My word. They were so good. They captured their features. Man, I tell you, people are just amazing. I mean, Marcus was seated in his chair with his Bible on his leg. I think it was, which leg would that have been now? The left leg, I think. And in his suit. I mean, they captured their poise the way we remember them. Well, some of us didn't meet them actually, but you know, from all the visuals we have seen, remarkable, amazing, awesome job. So I was in tune for that, and then they should be having now the Farm Queen, I think, going on. So I'll be tracking to see when that's gonna pop up. Yeah. But it has been a good day so far. Emancipation is ringing in the 60th year here, I'm telling you. They pulled out all the stops, and, you know, those of you who are in my contacts and you're a part of my broadcast list, I'm always sharing. So I shared this morning what I found so I could help to keep you informed, you know. And that's what it's all about. 18 minutes after 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. It's a good day. Welcome to my family on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to share with somebody and tell them the show is on. It's Emancipation Day, and I have some good music and features, and we'll be talking. You can share with me what emancipation means to you. And I do have a feature on emancipation for you as well. And, you know, I'll be filling in, you know who won, right? So when was I here last? Thursday. Yes, so the only damsel in the mix won the festival song competition, which is back to back because last year Statius won. We're doing stuff. I mean, like, we're busy doing stuff, so it's a good day. I'm in blue today, no green. Come Thursday, I'll be wearing something to get into the flow for Saturday, but I'm in blue today. It matter. I have my flag is here with me. Yep. So hello everyone. My telephone number to call me, mine, it's my show right now. It's 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. How are you all feeling? I hope you're feeling good. My work is busy, my regular job, but I'm not even thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm here to enjoy myself today. So it's a blessed day. Let's get the Monday beat swinging. Hey, hey, everyone. Sharns and King Ryan and Pat and whoever else, we want to thank you for always tuning in, keeping company. Let's get the show going. Music.
Babylonia, come on, hold on for me hand. No, sir. So whether you black, whether you are white, I don't give a damn, cause I know that we all can unite together now. Babylonia, come on, hold on for me and no, sir. So whether you black, whether you are white, I don't give a damn, cause I know that we all can unite. Black and white, you out. I'm singing, yeah. You're set, we free. Why don't you take these chains, bring these chains, you're set, we free.
Good afternoon to you. It's Emancipation Day. Hello.
Good afternoon, Miss Lady D.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you.
How are you? What was the day?
I'm busy. How yours?
I'm fine. I'm busy too.
Oh, okay.
Black
good.
Ramadan Year program.
Okay. And I'm in my music segment now, so you're going to call me back in a minute, okay?
Okay. All right, Lady D.
Blessings.
Oh Lord, I don't want none that Babylonia. Come on, hold on for me and no, sir. So whether you black, whether you are white, I don't give a damn, cause I know that we all can unite together now. I don't take these chains, break these chains. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. And now when you see the light, you stand up for your rights. Yeah. Get up, stand up, yeah, yeah. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your right. Get up, stand up. We can't give up the fight. Stand up for your right. Lord, Lord. Get up, stand up. Keep us traveling on. Don't give up the fight. Yeah.
We're sick and tired of your ism, schism, game, dine and go to heaven in Jesus' name, Lord. We know and we understand. Almighty God is a living man. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So now we see the light. We gonna stand up for our rights.
Yeah.
So you better get up, stand up.
In the morning.
Give it up,
Stand up for your rights.
stand up right now.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Don't give it up, don't give it up.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your right.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up.
Oh, well now. Hey. Oh, well. The promised land. Going to the promised land. Yes, the promised land. Oh gosh, now to the promised land. Well, make a step down to Asmara. Then we stopped in Addis Ababa. Made our way to Shashamaniland. Riding on the King's Highway to the promised land. Going to the promised land. Oh gosh, to the promised land. Oh, to the promised land. Well, there's plenty of land for you and I, by and by. Lots of food to share for everyone. No time for segregation in the promised land. Oh gosh, take me to the promised land. It's the promised land. Oh, that's the promised land. Oh, 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 yeah. Said we're riding on the King's Highway from Cairo to Kenya. Made a stop in Asmara, then we made another one in Addis Ababa. The promised land, over to the promised land. Oh gosh, save the promised land. Yeah, I'm the promised land. Oh. Then I said to myself, give a thanks for the prophet God. For he gave me the teaching so I could see the reality of my true being. And David said, there's a lot of work to be done, oh gosh, in the promised land. Yeah, talking about the promised land. Yes, to the promised land. The promised land. Going to the promised land. Oh, the promised land. Oh, the promised land. Yeah, the promised land. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
brother man, what are you doing for the
Music on a Monday afternoon. Emancipation Day, August 1. Can you imagine when they woke up that August morning?
yeah.
As a matter of fact, from where am I now? From into Sunday night, I was watching the Emancipation Celebration in St. Anne. I could hardly go to my bed. I had to say, Denise, go to your bed. It was really good. Amina Blackwood Meeks, she's so funny in a very kind of smooth way, you know, as the MC. And what's the other gentleman's name? They were great.
Let your hopes and aspirations from before you. No way. Gotta go, gotta go, got to go.
5:31 p.m.
Got to go to the promised land. Oh gosh.
What's in the 60 zone coming up? Champions of Emancipation. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. How are you? What has your day been like so far? Are you feeling good? Like really good? Because, you know, I have been preaching like, not Paul, no, but I've been preaching like Denise. And just, you know, simply reminding us that we have so much to be thankful for, and to those who fought for our freedom. Never stop until it happened. You know, they really stood the test of time, and the tests were many and hard. A lot of us would have just rolled over and died, pretty much. But they knew that they wanted to be free. Freedom. Have you ever sat into a vehicle, like during the hot days, and you sit in it, no AC on yet, and you feel like you're gonna pass out in there, so hot, claustrophobia kind of take you, and you feel like you just won't burst out? I'm sure that's how they felt. Every day they got up to that same routine with the master over their back. And even if they were house slaves, they still had to work. Some of the women had to nurse their slave masters' wives' babies, having to take out the breast and feed. You know, those things are just hard. And seeing your children, or, you know, those who were continuously raped. Boy, no. And even when we hear about rapists today, there's a trigger for many people who were raped. So can you imagine? That has transcended down into bloodlines. I tell you, slavery is a very hard thing. And we think of the physical, but then there's a mental aspect of it as well, where your mind is imprisoned because of what you're going through. Oh my goodness. So we must be grateful, because I know there are a lot of people who were saying, oh, what is the importance? Them come up with this a holiday, and what is the importance? And not so much say the holiday, but the fact that they returned it to the nation's calendar, because it was taken off when we got independence. So they said, fine, let's put it back on. And still some people feel like it's not necessary. But if you were to have walked that walk, it would not have been easy. Good afternoon to you. It's not a doom and gloom show, but the reality is our ancestors fought hard, and we ought to respect that. And I respect it as a child from the Jamaican soil. We ought to respect it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez, 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. To my YouTubers, don't forget to share with someone. Let them know the show is on. I'd like to take you to Champions of Emancipation. Yes, we need to highlight them. We need to highlight them. I rejoice. I am a slave, and you are a slave no more. Jamaica is slave no more. Amen. Ex-slave Thomas Gardner shouted these words in Jamaica on August 1, 1838, as he celebrated the abolition of the system which had dehumanized his fellow Negroes in the British Caribbean and England for more than 150 150 years. With similar jubilation, thousands of ex-slaves who gathered at town centers and churches in every British Caribbean colony broke into joyous celebrations after hearing the final words of the Emancipation Declaration, affirming their full freedom from slavery. The Emancipation Act of 1838 was passed by the British government following a sustained abolition campaign underscored by bloody slave uprisings in the colonies and widespread public outcry against slavery. In the midst of the campaign, which lasted from 1780 until 1838, several individuals distinguished themselves as true anti-slavery champions. Among these include Thomas Clarkson, William Wilberforce, Joseph Sturge, William Knibb, Thomas Burchell, and Samuel Sharp. Let's start off with who did I choose first? Yes, let's start off with William Knibb. Baptist missionary, and he was born in 1803, he died in 1845. Baptist missionary William Knibb emerged as the champion of the Negroes during the early 17th century for his tireless efforts to have slavery abolished. Knibb arrived in the island in 1824, and like his counterpart Thomas Burchell, he quickly became an outspoken critic of slavery, deeming it glutted with crimes against God and man. Knibb gained the respect of the slaves after publicizing the unfair arrest of a slave, Sam Swiney. Swiney was convicted and flogged for preaching without a license, when in fact he was only praying. Knibb published full details of the case in an island newspaper, which led to the dismissal of the magistrates involved. After the Great Jamaican Slave Rebellion of 1832, Knibb was arrested on suspicion that he helped to instigate the rebellion. After his eventual release, Knibb continued his outspoken criticism of slavery, even in the face of death threats and the destruction of his church at Falmouth in Trelawney. In 1832, Knibb traveled to England, where he appeared before committees of both Houses of Parliament, outlining the atrocities of slavery and the difficulties facing missionary groups. He also toured England and Scotland, preaching about the oppression of the slaves. Knibb spoke with such fervency that he won numerous supporters for the anti-slavery cause, leading to the passage of the Emancipation Act of 1832, which granted freedom to all slaves in British colonies. After returning to Jamaica, Knibb continued working to improve the social conditions facing Negroes. He founded the Free Villages, Wilberforce, now Refuge, Kettering, and Granville, all in Trelawney, and also established several chapels and schools all over the island. After his death in 1845, Knibb remained the unmatched champion of the slaves. For his efforts, he was awarded one of Jamaica's highest civil honors, the Order of Merit, at the 150th anniversary of slavery in the British colonies. Let me take you to Thomas Burchell, born 1799. He died in 1846. Baptist missionary Thomas Burchell was instrumental in convincing the Baptist Missionary Society, the BMS, and other social organizations to lobby the British Parliament to end slavery in its Caribbean colonies. Burchell arrived in Jamaica from England in 1822 and quickly developed a deep hatred for slavery because of the abuses slaves endured. He wrote several letters to the BMS criticizing slavery, helping to spur the organization to join with the Society for the Abolition of Slavery in lobbying the British government to end slavery. In 1827, one of Burchell's letters was published in a popular British magazine, and when news of the letter reached Jamaica, the local planters had Burchell arrested for sedition. The planters offered to drop the charge if Burchell would make a public apology for his statements, but Burchell refused. The case was eventually discontinued, but Burchell earned folk hero status among the slaves for his firm anti-slavery stance. Burchell's reputation caused him to be arrested as an instigator after the Great Slave Rebellion of 1832. He was released later that year and afterwards traveled to Britain, where he began working with the anti-slavery movement, providing first-hand details of the atrocities of slavery. This information was heavily relied upon by members of the anti-slave movement to gain the passage of the Emancipation Act of 1832. Returning to Jamaica in 1833, Burchell, like other Baptist missionaries, purchased large tracts of land and divided them into smaller lots, which he sold to the ex-slaves, allowing them to form free villages. Burchell himself was the founder of the Bethel Town and Mount Carey Free Villages in Montego Bay, St. James. Before his death, he founded several churches, schools, and health centers all over the island, catering to the ex-slaves. And Edward Jordan, 1800 to 1869. Newspaper editor, statesman, and political activist Edward Jordan helped galvanize public opinion against slavery in Jamaica among the free mulatto class using his newspaper, The Watchman. Jordan, a Jamaican mulatto, enjoyed more privileges and a higher social status than the slaves, but was barred from enjoying basic civil rights, such as voting or giving evidence in court, because of his non-white status. Jordan emerged as an outspoken member of the mulatto group, actively using his newspaper to lobby for their interests. He surprised many, however, by also being very sympathetic to the slaves, regularly publishing articles criticizing the harsh treatment they experienced. In 1832, he printed an editorial for the planters to knock off the fetters and let the oppressed go free. In response, the Jamaican planters had Jordan tried for sedition, which carried the death penalty. Though the charge was eventually dropped, Jordan spent 6 months in prison before his release. Jordan continued campaigning against slavery even after his release, and after winning the Kingston seat in the House of Assembly in 1835, he helped implement the Articles of the Emancipation Act of 1834. Jordan went on to have a prolific career in public and private service. He founded another newspaper, the Morning Journal, and became manager of the Kingston Savings Bank and director of the Planters Bank. At various times, he held the offices of Mayor and Custos of Kingston, Speaker of the House of Assembly, and Colonial Secretary. A memorial statue of him was unveiled in Kingston in 1875 and can be seen today in the St. William Grant Park in downtown Kingston. And Sam Sharp, 1801 to 1832. It's 5:44 p.m. Good afternoon, champions of emancipation. National hero Samuel Sharp was an outstanding leader whose drive to dismantle the system of slavery helped strengthen the movement towards the abolition of slavery in all British colonies. Sharp was born in the early 1800s at the height of Jamaica's sugar and slave economy, in which Negroes were regularly brought into the island and sold as slave laborers, mostly to sugar plantations. Some owners, including Sharp's, were sympathetic to the slaves, treating them humanely and allowing them to be educated. As Sharp grew to adulthood, he became a popular Baptist preacher and an outspoken anti-slave critic. In 1831, Sharp conceived a radical plan to end slavery in Jamaica by having the slaves strike on December 28 and refusing to work until wages were negotiated. Sharp maintained, however, that the slaves should avoid violence at all costs. The plan was readily accepted and gained supporters in most of the western parishes. However, on December 27, some slaves set fire to the buildings on the Kensington estate, sparking outbreaks of violence on other plantations and foiling Sharp's plan for passive resistance. In retaliation, the government called out the armed forces, who brutally put down the insurrections on all estates, killing over 500 slaves. Sharp was later tried and hanged for his role in instigating the revolt. Despite the number of lives lost, the size of the rebellion forced the British government to address the widespread anti-slavery sentiment in the island. In 1833, the British House of Commons formed a committee to pursue the abolition of slavery in all British colonies, and the following year the Emancipation Act was passed, stipulating that slavery would end on August 1, 1834. For his contribution to the anti-slavery movement, Sharp was posthumously conferred with the nation's highest honor, the Order of National Hero, in 1975. His face today appears on the Jamaica $50 bill, and a statue of him was constructed at Sam Sharp Square in St. James. And I also wanted to read for you about, it's 5:46 p.m. I did Thomas Clarkson, so I needed to do William Wilberforce, 1759 to 1833. Co-founder and leader of the Committee for the Abolition of the Slave Trade, William Wilberforce spent over 20 years lobbying for the abolition of the slave trade in the British Parliament. His keen debating skills helped maintain parliamentary focus on the subject until the passage of the Slave Trade Abolition Act in 1807. After being voted into the British House of Commons in 1784, Wilberforce, a devout Christian, resolved within himself to lobbying against the depraved and unchristian trade in Parliament. His first speech to Parliament on the subject on May 12, 1789, gave vivid accounts of the atrocities perpetrated against slaves and won several new supporters for the cause. Wilberforce went on to move bills for the abolition of the slave trade almost every year between 1790 and 1805, but they were all defeated despite efforts by the Committee for the Abolition of the Slave Trade to win public support. In 1806, Wilberforce published an influential tract advocating abolition, which resulted in several resolutions supporting abolition being passed by Parliament. On the back of a widespread public campaign, the abolition bill was tabled in January 1807 and was subsequently accepted by Parliament with an overwhelming majority. Following his success, Wilberforce turned his attention to lobbying for the abolition of slavery itself. To this day, Wilberforce is regarded as a seminal figure in the anti-slavery cause, whose contributions were truly instrumental in the victories the movement achieved. Awesome. Awesome. Champions of Emancipation. I brought you this because at times we speak about emancipation, but the people behind it, separate and apart from the slaves themselves, had a role to play. And Jamaicans, wherever you are, I hope that today is not just seen as a holiday, but it's a day for us to reflect. Yes, we take a break on this day, however, and from hard work, that is. But so many events are being staged, today all around the place, not just in Jamaica, in remembrance of a time, that horrid time in our history when black people were not seen as humans. They weren't seen as humans, It's like we didn't have the same color blood running through our veins. We were just seen as animals who they would sell in the markets. They would whip them, taking them into the market. They would sell them. They would hang them. Whip, slashes, welts on their backs. Oh, man. But anyway, here we are today. So I'm privileged. I can be seated here speaking to you because I'm free, you know. And I just want to say good afternoon to everyone. It's 10 minutes to the hour of 6 o'clock. And I would like to say a very special good afternoon to those of you who are tuning in. And as always, the telephone lines are open, 914-600-4228. If you'd like to share how you feel about emancipation, what it means to you, what is it that you'd like to share with me? You know, because I don't know everything. I have to do my research and learn stuff like you. So if you'd like to share something, you know, about emancipation, you can. The number is 914-600-4228, 914-600-4228. Don't forget the show is brought to you by my sponsor, Cooler Runnings.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Oh, indeed. Good afternoon, everyone. 5:52 p.m. It's the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. At 6 o'clock, I'll be having the segment Keeping You in the Know with news, happenings, and facts. And then I saw the first of a 4-part series with Beverly Anderson Manley Duncan. And I'm telling you, I was so inspired and more so informed of all the things that we have seen Beverly Anderson Manley done and heard, some true, some not true. And so she's sharing her own story. And the producers behind this wanted to reveal the untold story of Beverly Anderson Manley Duncan, who she is, who she was to her husband, both. And at 80 years old, I mean, her memory's as sharp as ever, and she's still the poised, beautiful black woman. So I'll be sharing that as well in the program. So I'd like to say hello to everyone. Welcome. All of this is a part of the On the Road to Jamaica 60. I was even watching a video today on the job, you know, because I can. And just looking at an interview I had seen several years, long time now, of Norman himself, of Michael, during the time when he started to ail from the cancer. And how he really knew what he was about. And as I watched it, I said the people didn't get it. Of all the plans Michael had, the nation didn't get it. And perhaps his approach to it, you know, you never know how these things work, the dynamics between when things should have been implemented, when he should have pulled back. But in everything, there are hits and misses. But as I watched it, I said, the brilliance of the man and the way he wanted to lead the country and the path he wanted to take. It didn't work. People just had their own perceptions of things and ideology of what he was going to do. And, you know, the whole communism rhetoric at the time. And I watched that today and I said, my goodness. In fact, I even watched on Saturday when he had taken a trip back in, I think it was 1975, when he went to Cuba, and how they welcomed him there And that's when the whole Hazimati brainstorming for the school, to come to Jamaica, and the meeting of the man. It was the history behind everything. It's when you spend the time to really watch and decipher the information that is you're seeing and hearing, you say to yourself, no wonder, because sometimes the people you associate yourselves with and the rhetoric that is centered around them and what people think of the nation that they are ruling, and quite possibly that's going to be transferred over into your nation. People don't receive all of those things. But anyway, I tell you. I know, Sharns, I know that is on. I was saying I would take a peek at it as well. So, good afternoon, everyone. We have 4 minutes to go. And, yes, there is a sound in here. Okay. All right. So, I'd just like to say hello to everyone. Welcome to the program. It's Inside the Zone. I just had to give you a little insight as to the things I've been seeing and reacquainting myself with and so on. And just to say, Jamaica is Jamaica. We're strong. We're a strong people. And there's no turning back. No turning back at all. Welcome. Let's take a quick music break. 3 minutes to 6 o'clock.
On my shoulders, pressure to break or retreat at every turn, facing the fear that the truth had discovered. No telling how all this will work out, but I've come too far to go back now. For freedom, looking for freedom, and to find it cost me everything I have. Well, I am looking for freedom, looking for freedom, and to find it may take everything I hate.
I know all too well it don't come easy. The chains of the world, they seem to move in tight. I try to walk around it, but stumbling so familiar. But the doubt is so strong, there's gotta be a wind in my bones. I'm looking for freedom, looking for freedom, and to find that cost me everything I have. Well, I'm looking for freedom, I'm looking for freedom. Take everything I have.
Oh, not giving up has always been hard, so hard. But if I do things the easy way, I won't get far. Life hasn't been very kind to me lately.
Well,
but I suppose it's a push for moving on. In time, the sun's gonna shine on me nicely.
one day, yeah.
Something tells me good things
It is now 6 o'clock. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the show. I just need to have you join me in taking a quick sneak. I'm going to take a quick sneak peek over on the Jamaica Festival Queen to my viewing and listening audience. Don't beat me, but I just need, because I know it's going good.
Through clubs and societies, you are looking at Shanice Walters from the parish of the First Christian Martyr, Manchester. Thank you.
And now, contestant number 12 is on stage.
Presenting to you the Queen from the parish of Many First, the Breadbasket Parish, Saint Elizabeth. You are looking at Brittany Ellison, a firm believer in the philosophy that you must become the change you want to see. Hold on. On you think me forgot my manners? Good evening, me soon come mash up the place.
I tell you about these girls. I just had to take a sneak peek. Coming up is Miss Kingston and St. Andrew.
Reporting live from the National Indoor Sport Center, I'm Veronique Bowen, Miss Kingston and St. Andrew Festival Queen. Nationalist, cultural fanatic, and a firm believer in the statement, if you can't beat the fair, just do it scared. This 22-year-old journalist, master student, and entrepreneur, a little but Talawa. Stay with me, there'll be more after the break.
And there is no break yet, because here we go. All 13, because Kingston and St. Andrew is your 1+2. But right now, all 13, please put your hands together. Beauty and the brains, right here. Indoor, are you ready? Make some noise.
Ah, they look gorgeous, I tell you. I wonder which parish is going to win. I'm from Clarendon and Kingston and St. Andrew. I'm born in Kingston, raised in Clarendon. So I can root for both, wouldn't you say? I was born down at the Jubilee Lying Inn.
No, put your hands together. The problem is it sounds like more parishes are here than Kingston and St. Andrew, and in trouble, man. Anybody here from Kingston and St. Andrew?
Yay!
Oh, so nobody told you that the more noise you make, you could possibly win the competition.
So next time your queen comes out here, make noise. We want to make sure we wake up everybody and make them jealous they're not here. The Miss Jamaica Festival Queen Show wouldn't be possible without the help of our sponsors. Y'all are so important to us, you know that, right? So we'd like to say a big thank you. Let's start with the Chase Fund, Tourism Enhancement Fund. Thank you so very much. Water, official hydration partner of Jamaica's 60 celebrations. JPS, powering our celebration. Universal Service Fund, keeping our Independence Village connected. Jamaica Pegasus, official residence. And Stewart's Auto, official transportation of Miss Jamaica Festival Queen. Starlight Productions, thank you. Multilink, Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. Excelsior, well, Michelle Farson, like, we go to my name. Lasco Financial Services, Brescia, JF Mills, Jurgens, Bijor. Of course, Stay Free and Playtex, KFC, Trident Hotel, Devon House Development Company, UDC, that's Urban Development Corporation, Dolphin Cove. All the parish queens have received complimentary gift packages from Jurgens and Bior and Stay Free and Playtex and Lasco Financial Services, and I need hands going for that. Come on, put your hands together. Winning again and again and again. Now you've been introduced to the 13 parish queens, and of course they're not just finalists, but they're going for the big title, the #1 title. And it's almost time. I know y'all just leave your yard because of this segment. It's not the walk and introduce yourself. Talk truth. Celia, which part of the show y'all wait and brace yourself for the most? The talent segment. So guess what? Watch them act it out. Sing it out, ball it out. The talent round comes up right after this. Which queen did say? Take a break. Which queen you say? Relax until I come back. Which queen says so? Don't relax, it's a lie. Mickey has come back. We take a short break. Cinco.
Celebrate Jamaica's independence with Ray and Nephew White Over from the official spirit of Jamaica 60th. For a limited time only, connect with you by securing for the first time ever Ray and Nephew the Parish Collection. Relive your special memories with this exclusive blend package with 14 unique individualized parish landmark labels. Collect them all and secure this once-in-a-lifetime limited edition today. Must be 80 years old. Drink responsibly.
Now there is an easy, safe, and fast way to receive money from your loved ones in the United States with the Boss Money app. And when they send you the first transfer in the app, it's free up to $300. Your family and friends in the United States will always save money on the fees and enjoy excellent exchange rates, so you receive more with every money transfer. They can track the status of their transaction and have peace of mind that you always get the money safely and quickly. Tell your loved ones in the United States to download the Boss Money app. Their first money transfer is free up to $300.
So we can't take the nation, and it's not information. We can't take the nation, bringing it to you. We can't take the nation, and it's not information. We can't take the nation, bringing it to you. Everybody gets internet. No community access.
So, ladies and gentlemen, because I switched to bringing you the live coverage of the Jamaica Festival Queen Coronation, I hope that you are, feeling a little involved. Because I too wanted to, I was tracking the time, but because of course of the previous features that I brought you. And I also just wanted to, they're on a commercial break right now, but from the newscast, as most of you are aware, that yesterday they laid to rest the mother and her 4 children who were massacred to death, yesterday. It was carried live on social media, and I'm sure most of you saw it. And, it was very sad. I don't do funerals personally. But when I clicked over at one point, I saw when they were doing the burial aspect of it, so I couldn't stay for that. But I know it was very heart-wrenching to see them being, lowered and, find their final rest. Just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, there was a news headline that came out in which described from the gentleman's account and from the pathologist's report of how he carried out the murders. I figured I couldn't read it. I read it on my own, but there's no way I could. It was just hard because he targeted them in the neck, and so it was just very graphic. But may their souls rest in peace. So let's go back to the coverage now.
Home. Welcome to the National Indoor Sports Center because it's a coronation night for someone. One of the parishes will be, one of the parish queens will be announced Festival Jamaica Festival Queen winner because they've changed it over the years. First it was a beauty pageant and they changed it and now it's more culturally aware. Can you remember what your talent piece was?
My culture part.
Wait a
Give me this. Give me that. Give me culture. Where we got. Give me this. Give me that. Me want to put in my culture part. Hey.
Listen, stop.
That's Delia Harris and Never Bell of TVJ.
Tales of school. I had a dub piece. But when they called me on stage and I said, come down my selector, the band thought I was talking about them. So the band started playing a reggae rhythm. And it wasn't supposed to be. But you know when you're performing, you just have to go with what is. So them play, so me just start DJ. And it works.
Give me
this. Give me that. Give me culture. When me got.
By the way, we will still see many more these queens many more times. And I'm looking forward to the piece. I think Jenny is ready for us again. So let's go back to the stage.
That's your website. It's my time. Never you didn't ask me what's my talent.
Because I know it's up for you.
I tell them you can't be engaged like that. I forget I'm here. So ask me what my talent ask.
You probably just start the whole. No.
I still anyways. It was give me one moment in time. Have manners. Okay. So welcome back to the Mr. Jamaica Festival Queen Coronation Show. Are you ready? This is Queen from Toronto, UK. It's going to be a serious talent parade. The talent competition, and I know you're waiting for that. They also will show off how poised we are, how confident we are, like you are, Roxanne. The evening wear parade. And then the top five will be selected to take on the all-important interview round. I know lots of persons are here for that part. No, it's time for the first step in the journey to find out who will walk away with the crown. Let's get it going. Are you ready for the talent segment? Come on, make some noise. Welcome to the stage. Where is the golden parish? Can find it? We're looking for Mrs. Satan with birthday celebration. Kimberly Todd, where you at?
Cyril, you're there.
A Christmas New Girl. Yes. Reggae. Hurry up, no. Yes. Patwa. Me know you well want to take over. Cause you love your sweet Jamaica. But you see today at Jamaica birthday, I want to celebrate her. You come here and celebrate you door. Me not here when you come here and celebrate you door. Alright. When me say happy birthday, you say Jamaica. Ready? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Wanna get it? Alright. Give me light for me. Jamaica, home with friend. After three. One, two, three. Happy birthday, Jamaica! Come with friend. Hey. Yeah, me see what's funny this year, you come on. And hallelujah, look here, find great year. But Jamaica, you come. Me want to sit down right there, beside the hummingbird. Scoot over there, sir. Scoot over there. Aki and saltfish. I said, please scoot over. Cause you don't know it's a Jamaica lodge. But come to think of Jamaica. You know where you are from. You remember when you used to start, you wouldn't fear that. Look on Terrell. Sorry, Jamaica. You know what I mean. Dr. Terrell Reid. Me watch her talk in the UK. And as the host Jamaican man, she paved the way. Reigniting the power of the Jamaican woman with a new outlook. Hey, make sure to get a copy of your book. Jamaica. Me just love what you do. Me love festival queen them put on in VIP. Jenny, Crystal, Tamara, and Diana Lee. Your baby father them most proud. Oh Lord, Jamaica. You come. You remember when we started country and for Ilian, Shelly, and Sharika? Every event you post me up. Now them a big time spring. Oh Lord, Jamaica, my proud of you. I know, my proud of you. Listen to me. When me say Jamaica, you say 60. Jamaica. All right, Jamaica. Time celebration. Cause Ghana get some drops with tears. And if you know me, you know say it better me belly bust down good ways. Jamaica, tonight, we celebrate you. Ready for me.
Good job, Satan. I don't hear you clapping anybody from Satan in the audience. Oh. Now wait. Shh. Be very quiet. Because this is serious, including the name. Guess who is coming next? Put your hand. Which parish is it? Well, her name is Renee. Thibault. Put your hands together for Renee. Miss Portland, we lick paradise.
One Jamaica, Medea, Manantana, the journey from airport to Royasa, it never nice. But the fact that I say Papa is that alright. Come make me chat little. I want thing. My parish nice and pretty bad. But for reach the gem, you have to brace yourself in a roller coaster ride. Me say, me could wait for come down because my piece of chicken up Boston jerk. A big deal.
truth. To tell you the truth, me couldn't manage to go back on the roller coaster ride. So me call driver and say, pick me up over Frenchman School. Frenchman School. This is the treasure. Picture perfect with soft golden sand. Sapphire water covered by a canopy of emerald tree. This is unique. Where the sea and the river meet. Me not ask. Everybody knows say Jamaica's only national heroine. And who let her come from? So of course, me didn't happen on the fault. Go tell the little tour. On Paris Poland and Big Deal. Everything else a small prize and side order. And my Jamaica, me proud of my country. We little, but we tell never lie. Me there to enjoy myself in this diamond jubilee. So no come, me call listen to tune and go on live.
Loving it so
just gave some excerpts from, of course, the Jamaica. I'm sorry. Yes, I just presented you with excerpts from the Jamaica Festival Queen Coronation, and I'm looking forward to who the winner is going to be. You're tuned into Inside the Zone with Lady Denise Gomez. It's a beautiful Monday, 22 minutes after 6 o'clock. So as I mentioned, of course, the news continues, so that means right there you have live coverage going on. But of course, out of King Jamaica, as Jamaica gears up to celebrate another Emancipation Day on Monday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness encouraged Jamaicans to reflect on what has been gained since the country earned its freedom. In his Emancipation Day message for 2022, Holness highlighted that although Jamaica is experiencing tremendous hardship at this time, the country has also made outstanding progress. That progress, he expressed, was directly linked to the struggles the nation has undergone. And I quote, "We have a free pass and a highly participatory civil society. We have a strong government and civil bureaucracy. Are ranked highly on many development indices and continue to be a respected voice in international affairs and a sought-after brand." End quote, Holness noted. As you listen to this message against the backdrop of current social and economic crises, I want you to situate yourself in the generations of Jamaicans who struggled with the troubles and challenges of their time. Remember how they persevered, kept the faith, and eventually overcame to leave us a legacy on which to build. We must honor their sacrifice by making our own sacrifice for generations to come. Pinpointing the contributions of national heroes Paul Bogle and George William Gordon, Prime Minister Holness said that their deaths marked a significant turning in the development of Jamaica as their fight caused the British colonial government to take a more significant and direct interest in governance and requirements of life for the people of Jamaica. As we celebrate our freedom, we remember and honor those and give honor to those who gave their lives, made the ultimate sacrifice to make our freedom meaningful today. He said. Holness shared that as Jamaica also gets ready to mark its 60th year of independence, citizens must reflect on the achievements brought about by freedom. He expressed that as a nation that started out with virtually nothing, Jamaica has made significant strides over the past 6 decades. He says as we celebrate emancipation in our 60th year of independence, we must reflect on what we used our freedom to achieve. Any objective assessment of the 128 years from emancipation to independence will conclude that the Jamaicans throughout that period made great strides even though they started with no assets or endowment, particularly in the land. They had no savings or wealth to pass down to generations, he reflected. Despite these disadvantages, Jamaica is among the oldest and continuous liberal democracies in the world, and is the first black democratic nation. We will progress as a nation when each generation sees themselves as part of the continuum of the struggle for a better Jamaica. In the meantime, opposition leader Mark Golding, in his emancipation address, expressed that Jamaicans should try to find a way to emancipate themselves from the aspect of mental slavery that continues to fuel crime. Describing slavery as an exploitative system rooted in violence, Golding shared that even as we continue to celebrate our freedom from slavery, violent crime continues to sap our national energy, driving high levels of fear and the dimming the flame of hope in our people. It is preventing our nation from achieving its full potential. We must emancipate ourselves from that aspect of mental slavery which makes us too quick to anger and too willing to use violence in our everyday lives. Emancipation Day is a time to recommit ourselves to peaceful coexistence, to tolerance for the views of others, and to love and respect for all. And so, I just had to share that address from our Prime Minister Andrew Holness. All right. It is now 26 minutes after 6 o'clock. Man, it's 4 minutes to the hour of 6. Wherever you are, I'd like to say hello and welcome to you. As you know, the Jamaica Festival Queen Coronation is in progress, and I brought you excerpts of that a few minutes ago, and I'll be back to that in a few as well. But I also would like to share the newscast about the painful goodbye 2 days after Rashane Barnett pleaded guilty in the Home Circuit to murders of his cousin, 31-year-old Kamisha Wright, and her 4 children in Cocopiece, Clarendon. Hundreds of people, relatives, friends, and well-wishers from near and far crowded to their funeral at Stewart Hall Auditorium, Clarendon College, on Sunday to bid them farewell. With emotions high, many were eager to get a glimpse at the mom and her children inside of the 4 caskets at Sutton Cemetery, where they were interred, had bust up with members of the security forces who struggled to keep them orderly at the graveside. Shock and disbelief gripped the nation on June 21 upon news spreading of the grisly murders of Wright, her daughters, Kimanda Smith, 15, Shirley Smith, 12, Raphael Smith, 5, and Wright's only son, 23-month-old Keyshawn Henry Jr., whose bodies were found inside their house by a relative who had gone looking for them. Barnett had fled the Central Jamaica Parish and sought refuge in Trelawney, where he was eventually apprehended by the police. On Sunday, from very early in the roughly 6-hour Thanksgiving service, which was well attended by politicians on both sides of the political divide, Gwendolyn Wright, midnight, the mother and grandmother of the victims became overwhelmed with grief, frequently wailing and moaning. Mourners learned that Wright never hesitated to go the extra mile to provide for her children. According to Robert Nestor Morgan, member of Parliament for Clarendon North Central, Wright was seriously inquiring about how to get to Canada so she could accumulate money to further support her children. He lamented how she was robbed of that dream. Quote, I remember she sent me something before she died. She said, Mr. Morgan, pleasant morning to you, sir. My name is Kamisha Wright from Cocopiece. I'm a mother of 4 and I'm seeking your help. Sir, I'm a student at Distinction College doing practical nursing and only have a few months left, and I'm wondering if you can help me with a farm work card. I said you can go to the office and sign up, and I will talk to you about it, Morgan shared. He also spoke of other interactions with her and that she had told him to take as much time as you need as long as you keep me in mind. Quote, I don't have any more time with Kamisha. You think you have another minute or day with somebody who you know has potential. I'm here to let you know that we don't know how much time we have, unquote, Morgan said, while imploring the nation to begin learning how to solve differences without conflict or violence. To address some of the root causes of violent behavior from a youth stage, Minister of Education and Youth Favor Williams said that in the upcoming school year, children will be exposed to emotional and character education in order to transform Jamaica into a developed society with citizens who have stable personality traits. And also, More news for you. Out of St. Thomas, a businessman was shot dead at his grocery and cook shop in Morris St. Thomas, allegedly by a man posing as a customer on Friday. The deceased businessman has been identified as 51-year-old Adrian Blake. Reports are that at about 9:50 p.m., a man entered the establishment and ordered a meal from one of the workers. Shortly after, the man pulled a gun and opened fire, hitting Blake in the upper body. The armed man later fled the scene on foot. Blake was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The motive for the gun attack has not been established. Investigations are ongoing, the police said. At 6:31 p.m., we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone. Good evening to you. And the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Stick and stay with me. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. And of course, I'm taking you back to what's going on with the coronation event. Yes, it's going on. It's going on.
We are Jamaica. We are Jamaica. We are Jamaica. We are Georgia. We are Georgia. We are Georgia. We are Georgia. Good job. Put your hands together, clap up. And it's got a hook to it. We leave Clarendon. Now this is a serious parish, you know. So you don't joke when Jenny tells you to make a lot of noise for the days with Wadsworth. Of which parish? St. Thomas!
Anything you want on the baby, anything you want on the baby, anything you want on the baby. Who am I supposed to be? Am I the woman? Am I enough? Well, society says, be confident, not proud. Be bold, not loud. Be everything them say, just fit in the crowd. But what if you want to be a rebel in society? Yeah? What if you want to burn them out because you break the bias and be me entirely? Why does society paint such an unattainable image? Who is this ideal woman that they want me to be? And then I may be less of a woman once I reach a certain age, or I'm not married, or without child. Something is wrong with me, right? But then people are rushing to things, and the person chooses to leave behind scars out of love. And if that's not enough, I'm then told what to do with my body, my health, my safety, my way, my culture. What about me? What about just being me? What about women like Tishana Mullins, Dean Jackson Miller, Alicia Morgan, Louis David, themselves boldly and unapologetically? These women that you don't need no blue trailblazer. So why am I calling him his turn? The choice, input, be ideal or be an idol. I choose the latter. I choose to shine, to stand out, to walk off the beaten path. I choose to set the record straight and redefine everything society has taught us about what it means to be a woman. There is no one way to woman. I am Shauna Mullins. I am Dion Jackson Miller. I am Deidre Wadsworth. Yeah? I'm every woman. And it's all in me.
Who is she? What is her name? She told you who she is. And you better believe that name is a brand. Deidre Wadsworth. And now we from that parish. St. Thomas. Make way. But it's all like them know all the props. No, I can't confuse evil and failure. How come they don't know even the props? They say they are the richest parish in Jamaica, and we will not argue about that. Because on stage is Shavinsky. St. James!
Introducing the 60th edition Jamaican Barbie.
Hello there, it's AKA size medium, height 5'5", inches, dark skin, bright smile, 100%, pretty 50%, durable 20%, intelligent 10%, confident I am 0%. Hey, come on, remember, like you are. Beautiful woman, I'm no longer scared of mountains, 'cause now I'm willing to fly, no longer cry fountains, but now I'm feeling alive. Positivity and change me it's brand new attitude, dancing to this rhythm of life. I'm from the 80s, so life treat me accordingly, just like a queen, my mom that deserves it. I'm on the 80s, so life treat me accordingly, just like a queen, my mom that deserves it. It's like a little secret thing I can't keep it to myself. If you're looking for some answers, I hope this could help. Every new morning when you wake up, just look in the mirror and say, I'm a brand new me, ready to take on the world day. Positivity and change me around. It's brand new attitude, dancing to this rhythm of my life. I'm on the
all the way from St. James for the title, Miss Jamaica Festival Queen. Wow! But she's got to work hard for it because other parishes are coming as hard. Have you seen your winner yet? Have you crowned somebody yet? Oh well, easy now. Because Spanish Town disagrees. Portmore disagrees. Old Harbour disagrees. Cadre Jones disagrees. Put your hands together for Cadre Jones, Miss St. Catherine.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jamaica 60 Roots and Culture Tours. What I say? Pardon me, ma'am.
Why you say? What's so great about being Jamaican? Make me tell you something. I just the culture. Make me tell you about my island, Jamaica. I just the culture. 60 years, no background master. I just the roots. I just the culture. Make me tell you about sweet Jamaica. Sweet Jamaica. Nah, let ya love my hockey, sausage, Maurice culture. 60 years we are doing. What flavor and spice? Anybody come here after say yeah. I exercise the music, the people, the sun and the sea. Say yeah, no, say everybody won't be like. Not to mention when we're standing, unity, one hand wash the other one hand, yeah. And if you live without me, I go bounce right back. We're resilient. That me know. I go keep Jamaica a good friend. Better than such a thing, everybody good. Your friends and family share our roots. And the culture. Make me tell you about my island, Jamaica. I just the roots. I just walk. Make me tell you about sweet Jamaica. We look about Matalawa, history and culture. Anything extra, what we call it. Look about Matalawa, history and culture. Anything extra, what we call it. Now, ladies, a time to reignite your fire. Jamaican woman can get anything where she desire. She know where she coming from and where she going, and that's our key. Jamaica flourishing. So, put up your hand if you work for Jamaica and in the yourself. God we depend. Put up your hand if you work for Jamaica and in the yourself. God we depend. To our roots. I'm a culture. Make me tell you about my island, Jamaica. I just culture. 60 years, no background master. I just roots. I just work. Let me tell you about sweet Jamaica. Let me tell you about sweet Jamaica. So it's like I'm telling you now, follow back to me. I just culture. Let me tell you about my island, Jamaica. I just culture. 60 years, no background master. I just culture. Let me tell you about sweet Jamaica. Let me tell you sweet Jamaica. Let me tell you sweet Jamaica.
Yeah, I love that. She said, follow back for me. This is how I'm winding up the show. I'm sorry.
That's anything else. Any little extra we'll call it one. Oh yeah, pay attention. I love it how St. Catherine come out so strong. What happened to she? What happened to her? Roots and culture, that's what's happening to her. So we move from St. Catherine right now. Up next, woy. Look here. Queen is in the place, you know. First Miss Trelawney is here. Will we have another one? Because Tremaine Campbell, Jamaican woman, rather woman, come to Miss Trelawney. Where are you? We ready?
No, don't touch that. Repeat after. You know, say me should have walked with you. A long time to left the boy there, you know. Yes, Zidane. Are you me a shot? One shirt, Zidane. Are you me a shot? You with a bad mind. Anyway, you're supposed to ring. Come here, call your name. Zidane. Me not forgetting you, Zidane.
when we first meet you, your mouth corner full of white squam. I got me going to last go beg couple box mix, bring you back to reality. I know y'all try to tell me, say, Pioneer, me, I know about 30, not even 3 nor 10. 10 times 3, 30 is it done. You know something should have walked with you. Not even 5 months. We married and you start beat me. Broke back in my face. Should me ask you where you come from. Why am I caught up in a Zidane? When you think about how me did love you, boy. You know I love Zidane. Hey, you know something should have walked with you. I'm pregnant when they push me off a bed, boy. Could I lose my good picnic? When you're out there, keep up seriously, lazy and straighty. They are dead hungry. And you're out there giving woman your money. You remember that? But I one thing I have to tell you, me glad me left you, boy. Me just sorry that me never left you long time. Me a Jamaican woman, Zidane. You think I hear some my life done? Me a Jamaican woman. And remember this, woman look there down to the hip. Me a go to go get my degree. Zidane, for years, me might be 30. But for my list, me a number 1. And you, no more than me. Zidane.
Oh, if it beat you, they want to take you closer. Abuse and mystery.
Oh, yes. And that's not just a message for Miss Jamaica Festival Queen Competition 2022 is a message for the nation. Ladies, be empowered. Do more, be more. Make sure you walk out of that abusive relationship with the clap part of the message strong. We need it. We move from Trelawney where Kezia Johnson Vaughn is gritting her teeth. Where is Westmoreland? Because they are here as well. Take the stage, Jamaica. I know we is.
This is not how I did. Happy upon never did it. It's just a message. Them send me to tell you say. Crick crack. So me keep a gathering and invite a few friends who a long time me no see. Me invite Nanny, Miss Blue, Sister Barbara, who the Lord did it. But guess what? Guess no? Nobody never meet. Hey, bad, big, like bull. Cause I was long. Gone. Stop more than peace. Jamaica. And we this. We good music. Jamaica. And we this. Me believe. Say. Being a Jamaican was the greatest personality anyone ever possessed. And still believe it. Look for me. Hey, Mr. Look for me. From me head to me toe, me a Jamaican. I remember Jamaica. Where you rush a man to the hospital when there was any form of accident. But you see now, everybody can be videographer. I'll social media recognition. Jamaica. Wake up! Jamaica. I know we this. Indoor center. I know we this. me tell you, this is not a warning. Cause never see it. It's just a message. Them tell me, we tell you, we tell you, we tell you, we tell you, say, Jamaica, we fix it, make we fix it. Jamaica, I know we this. Jamaica, it's us this. Jamaica, I know we this. Jamaica, I know we this.
So let's fix it. Thank you so much. It's a call. Let us answer that call. Let us answer the call. Jamaica, I know we this. Thank you so very much, Miss. Westmoreland now. We're moving. We gave you St. James, Catherine, Trelawney. We gave you Westmoreland. Carleen is here. Carleen, how will you fare when you see Miss Manchester with Jamaica 60 pride? I don't hear making noise for Shanice Waters, Miss Manchester.
Reignite the source of greatness. Make we encourage each other success. Come in the right. I'm telling you, what is that in my poor world queen? Carol, everybody knows we are number one women. We are leaders. Strong, resilient, independent. On our way to above. Sharika, Ilian, praise the price. Jamaica, super nice. One, two, three. In the world championship. Mr. Youth, championship. Cause women, we are leaders. Strong, resilient, independent. You know my destination is a place to live, work, raise family, and do business. So crime that. And then that inflation. And the teacher and the nurse apart. Teacher and nurse right officer. Then no more man that she defense staff. Me said them never have that past. No, listen to me now. All of me independent and my state people sit down there. You spend me call them name. One to say. Right. One to say. Alright. Barbara Gludan. Miss Louise Bennett. Mama P. Here the one in all of the queen them. Yeah. But come with the ambulance 30 road.
Right, that one. Can you imagine I'm going to be out of here in a few minutes? Hope you're enjoying. You know me, I just switched the program. I must apologize. I did not hear the news headlines as I wanted to. But I just wanted to give you a taste of the Jamaica Festival, Queen coronation going on. Man, I can't wait to get home.
Somebody else was welcome. Say it. No, I not enough. Big.
we are going to call you the conqueror. The dancer need a real awakening.
Somebody oh Thomas Is that true? No, for Julie time? No. I can't give you the tune, you know. Selector, drop your rhythm. You don't want your Caribbean. Yeah, man. David Diamond. Jamaica sit down Shut we not push to it and a boy just want push and we know why look Jamaica is one body fluid island we can only make history it's a real good all night Board the record she just like hard Miss Lou and she carry go abroad we culture the apply we culture the apply we culture we abroad island in a family Jamaica sit them and Jubilee the island in a family who land I make who from chop bad John I'm breaking back to it island we did a big back we did a stop no unheard that we full of chalata we now we take it back we full of chalata we island shot we full of chalata we push bad one just we chop hot Jamaica sit there and Jubilee Jamaica sit down and Jubilee. Can't me the sex and sorry. Every time pull up the sweet curry. Rum appetite and sorry. We Jamaica get barrel. Maybe tell them about the figure judge. Yes, man, the catch the bar half down. I just the bye. Here one. Nobody wait for $100 anniversary. But God right now.
If I were you, I'd clap loud before Duppy take you. Put those hands together before Duppy follow you home. Oh, yes, I never warn you. Guess what? We have another queen coming. You have had how many queens have you seen so far? How many have you seen so far? Let me see if you're paying attention. You have seen how many? We are live. Television land, guess what? Look at the structures, how it looks like Chantalle. It's what up on the stage. Is that a musical instrument or are those bars?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize, but I gotta go. It's 1 minute to 7 o'clock. You realize the time. I'm telling you, it is quite the showcase. Quite the showcase. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Those of you who simply listened, you were moving about, and I had to take you. It's all about the road to independence. So wherever I jump on. Then you hop on with me. All righty. But I'll be back on Thursday because of course Thursday is the pre-independent show. So I'll be coming out with my songs and everything and quiz and all that. Hope you'll be able to participate. Looking forward. I'm docking myself now. Thanks to Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, proud sponsor of the show. My name is Denise Lady Gomez. Have yourselves a great Monday evening. I'll be back, God willing, on Thursday. Take it easy, everyone. I'm out of here.
Mama, that's the murder rock cry when you realize me. I tell me, baby, my dad and my mama. Nobody ball. But company was my downfall, mama. We say we went up, me find so this is
For your listening pleasure.
There are restrictions within the ear, but to this none can compare. Try to figure what to think, because now that's you for me. Stay late to Limited Radio, your home for entertainment.